Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in. I'm Emily, the Home Bookkeeper, and on this channel I help business owners and fellow freelance bookkeepers navigate the ever-changing QuickBooks Online, while also sharing insightful videos on all things business ownership and finance. As always, this is a sample company provided by QuickBooks for educational purposes only. In today's video, I'll show you how to set up and customize sales form content and preferences that will flow into invoices, estimates, and sales receipts in QuickBooks Online. Customizing your sales forms in QuickBooks lets you create professional-looking invoices and receipts that reflect your brand and provide all necessary information for your customer. First things first, you'll want to head over to the gear icon in the top right corner of your screen and select Account and Settings. Once inside the Settings screen, open the Sales tab. Here is where you can edit all your account receivable settings. First, let's start with payment terms. Decide how long you want to give customers to pay their invoices. Common payment terms are net 10 or net 30, which provide 10 or 30 days to pay. Then simply select your preferred delivery method, whether that be a printed or emailed invoice. Try avoiding the payment term due upon receipt. It's impractical for most companies to issue a check immediately, so their bills from you are always overdue. If every invoice you send is overdue, when do you start to assess a late fee? Customers won't appreciate not knowing the real due date of the invoice. You'll find it much more effective and easier to justify late fees if you give customers a realistic due date, like net 10, net 15, or net 30, or providing them with a monthly invoice date. You can also edit things like custom sales settings, such as the custom transaction numbers and service dates and discounts. Custom transaction numbers allow you to change the invoice, estimate, or sales receipt number assigned automatically by QuickBooks. This might be helpful if you want to match QuickBooks transaction numbers to numbers from a separate workflow system, so that those transactions can be traced easily across systems. Including a service date allows you to show the customer the exact date a service was performed, which will often be different than the invoice date. You can include multiple service dates on a single invoice. This is an important option for service-based businesses, so that repeat customers can track which service call is being billed. If you offer customers payment terms with a discount for early payments, such as 1%, 10, net 30, then it's best to include a discount field on sales forms so that customers know the exact amount of the discount. The deposit field allows you to subtract a customer's deposit or prepayment from the amount due on the sales form. This is an important field to include on sales forms if you have customers that prepay for services or materials. Now, my channel is very popular with Airbnbers or short-term rental companies. So if you are taking a security deposit, make sure you include that on your custom sales forms. Go into the settings like we are in this video and make sure you open or turn on this option. The tips field provides your customers with the ability to add a gratuity to your invoice. We recommend only including this field if you are in an industry where customers traditionally are expected to tip. Otherwise, customers could be irritated with a request to tip your employees. When you're finished customizing the fields to make available for creating sales forms, click on the green Save button at the bottom of your screen. I will be covering inventory and services in another video, but as you can see, you can access some of those settings here. These customize how you want products and services to show up on your sales forms. The first option you can customize is the product and service column on the sales forms. This adds a product and service column on sales forms so you can choose from a list of products and services to include. You can also enter a SKU code and turn on price rules. Track the quantity and price or rate of products. This adds quantity and rate fields to sales forms, so you can track this information for products and services. Turn on this feature to track inventory quantity on hand and even select your revenue recognition. This feature creates journal entries based on set frequency and reconciles at the end of every month. If you wish to add late fees automatically to invoices that become overdue, click on the late fees section. These options determine the company-wide default for adding late fees to invoices. You can adjust the late fee options for particular customers within the customer information screen. Late fees can either be a flat amount, a percentage of the unpaid balance, or a one-time flat fee followed by a percentage. Unless you specify a grace period, the late fee will apply based on the specified invoice terms. If you set the invoice term to due upon receipt, be sure to specify a grace period so that the late fee isn't assessed on every invoice. Some states require that you apply sales tax to late fees if the late fee is assessed on a taxable item. You may need to check with a local tax professional to determine the sales tax requirements for your personal location. When you are done setting your late fee options, click the green Save button at the bottom of the late fee section. A late fee should now automatically be assessed when you reprint or resend an invoice that is overdue. Construction companies often send multiple invoices for a single job as the work is completed. This is known as progress invoicing, and QuickBooks Online makes progress invoicing easy by allowing you to create an invoice for only a portion of the estimate. The unbilled estimate can be later converted to an invoice when more work has been completed. You now have specified which fields are available internally when you create a sales form within QuickBooks Online. Next, we'll discuss how to set up reminder emails to be sent to customers to alert them of overdue payments. Under the Messages tab, you can edit all your custom communications. I will be making a fully detailed video on all of the uses for this feature and how you can automate your digital communications, saving you valuable time as a business owner. And finally, you have the statements setting. This is a great feature for businesses who have clients who are often billed monthly for multiple invoices, like an auto parts store. You may have dealerships or mechanics who are ordering multiple parts from you every month. So if your business accepts customer tabs, activating this feature will show an aging table on your statements. You can now create custom invoices, estimates, and sales receipts in QuickBooks Online. The next guide in my QuickBooks Online free training series is how to set up products and services in QuickBooks Online. It will cover a few of the options that are available for billing services to customers and tracking inventory. For more business resources, my online self-paced home bookkeeper masterclass, business supplies, gadgets, must-haves, and more, make sure to check out edjconsultinggroup.com/resources, linked below in the description. And of course, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on those bell notifications so you'll never miss an upload. If you have any video or tutorial requests, make sure to leave them in the comments below. And if you need more assistance, private QuickBooks Online coaching, or bookkeeping and payroll management, feel free to email or visit edjconsultinggroup.com. My firm is fully inclusive and ready to help you along wherever you may be in your entrepreneurship or personal wealth building journey.